Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to read a story about a bear and his friends and how they survive a long winter. This book is called a fantasy. A fantasy is a make believe story that could not happen in real life. Animals in a fantasy story often talk. This book is called Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter sleeps a great brown bear. Do you see him in his lair? A lair, boys and girls, is a place where a wild animal lives or rests. Cuddled in a heap, with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl, and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. I read that the wind is howling, and the night sounds are growling, but the bear keeps sleeping. I think that means that the bear can sleep through a lot of noise. I predict it will be hard to wake that bear up. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. I know that in a fantasy story, there are events that could not happen in real life. In this story, a mouse starts a fire with twigs. I know that in real life, a mouse would not speak or start fires. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Bear keeps sleeping while the mouse makes a fire. My prediction that it would be hard to wake up the bear was correct. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare pops in. "Oh, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. What do you predict the bear will do next? Do you think he will keep sleeping through the hare's loud burps? Bear is in a deep sleep. Bear kept sleeping earlier in this story, so let's see what he does this time. But the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs at the air. I smell yummy yums. Perhaps and share. I've brought honey nuts, Badger says with a grin. Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in. Cause is what makes something happen, and effect is the event that happens. I know that Badger smelled something yummy, and that is what caused him to go into the cave. The effect of Badger smelling something yummy is that he joined Rabbit and Mouse and shared his honey nuts. And they nibble and they munch with a chew-chomp crunch. But the bear snores on. What do you think will happen next? Do you think more animals will come into the cave? Why do you think so? Do you think maybe because it's cold out and the animals want to stay warm? A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night!" "What a storm!" twitters Wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. Did you predict more animals would come in? If you did, you were correct. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons the stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear I read that a small pepper flake is going to make the bear do something. I think maybe the pepper will make him do something different. I predict that it will make the bear wake up. What do you think? Let's find out. Achoo! He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes. What did the bear end up doing? That's right, he sneezes. And what caused the bear to sneeze? It was the pepper that Mouse put in the stew. So the cause is the pepper being put in the stew, and the effect is bear sneezes. Oh, let's see what he's like when he wakes up. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. Oh my, that might be kind of scary, I think. Do you think that would be scary if you woke up a bear? How do you think the bear feels when he wakes up? With all those sounds he makes, like grumbles and roars. Do you think he's a little bit cranky when he wakes up? How many of you are a little bit cranky when you have to wake up early for something? I know Mrs. Kendrick gets cranky. You've snuck in my lair and you've had all the fun, but me, I was sleeping and I have had none. And he whimpers and he moans and he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn and we can brew more tea." What caused Bear to cry? Is he sad that he thinks he missed out on all the fun? What does the mouse do to make Bear feel better? That's right, the mouse offers to pop more corn and brew more tea so that the bear can also have fun. Bear gulps, Bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep. Oh, I'm so glad that the bear got to have fun with his friends, aren't you? Do you see lots of make-believe things in this fantasy story? Do you see animals laughing and talking like people? Do you see animals cooking? But his friends snore on. Oh my goodness. Now the bear is wide awake and can't sleep, and his friends are snoring on. Why do you think Bear's friends fell asleep? Do you think they're tired because they stayed up all night having a party? I sure hope you enjoyed this book called Bear Sleeps On. Have a great week, boys and girls, and I'll be reading you a new book next week. Bye-bye.